Hey everyone, welcome to the Human Narrative, another episode of course, being with the one and only Dorinda. It is a blessing to see another beautiful week, and I hope that you are exploring, enjoying, just celebrating yourself, right? And celebrating those who are celebrating you as well. So, today I don't really have any topic in mind. I'm just going to freestyle and talk. I got my wine, I got my food I just cooked, so I'm inviting you to come join me and eat with me as we freestyle. So, how's your day going? How have you been? How are you taking care of yourself? What are you doing to take care of yourself? Are you prioritizing you? Are you prioritizing those around you? You know, ooh, I cooked some good food and I'm indulging. Mm, cooked some pork chop and some gravy and some rice and some fried cassava. If you don't know what cassava is, the Hispanic people call it guava. No, not guava. Yuca. 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 The guava. No fruit. It's called yuca, but African people call it cassava. And some corn. Mm. And I'm in the background just listening to some beautiful songs and music, just celebrating life, celebrating my life. So, there's so many things going on around the world, right? With the protests all over the United States due to people just being in fear about, whether they can leave their home in safety and return back home and not even know if their, family are even going to be present in the same home. So there's a lot of fear that's out there. I encourage you to know your rights. I know sometimes even knowing your right doesn't even make a difference, even though they're saying that you should. But I still encourage you to know your rights and don't live in fear. I think sometimes that's what people want you to do is live in fear so that they can have some kind of power over you. Mm. But I encourage you to don't not live in fear. Know your rights. Take your documentation around with you if you are concerned about deportation or any type of concerns, and make sure you protect each other, right? Protect your people. We are all one, whether we're black, white, yellow, brown skin, purple skin, whether I speak English, I don't speak it well, or whether you speak it properly or not. We're all one because at the end of the day, if I cut my skin, guess what is coming out of it? It's called blood. And it's red. It's not purple. It's not yellow. It's not pink. It's red blood. We're all one. I think that society have made it in a point where we've, categorized so many different things that sets us apart from really, finding commonalities around or among us. So please look out for one another. Create safe spaces for people who need safe spaces, not judge mental, not spaces where people feel ashamed to be, because we never know when we individual self can be in a position where we may need those safe spaces as well. Life is life and it's going to keep life in. So don't ever count yourself out when someone else is going through a hard time to be God in their lives, because can nobody be God but God. Okay. All right. So my people out there who are struggling and facing challenges, whether you're LGBTQIA plus communities who are being attacked because of who you are and the life that you choose to live, and for my immigrants out there who are being attacked because of just coming into this country and trying to find you know opportunity to be able to live, um, and support your family doing the right thing. I do understand that there are people who do not do the right things, right? But that's in every demographic. Okay, we can't just pick and choose and attack. Uh, for those Asians, individuals who are Asians were being attacked as well, because there are certain demographic individuals that are being attacked and they're not being talked about in the community. You know, much respect to you. Continue to create safe spaces for one another because that's important. Um, yes, but I want to talk a little bit about God because that's something I want, kind of always important in my life. Oh my goodness, He's been so good, so good. I mean, He chooses you when you don't even choose Him and when you don't even choose yourself, right? So God has been so amazing in my life, and I have so many testimonies that one day I'll share through this podcast here at the Human Narrative. So why rush, right? But He's been so amazing to me. I remember times in my life where I thought things would not work out. But guess what? I stayed in faith in Him, and I believed in His word that He's always provided, and His word is the truth, and it can nothing else compare to it. And I trust and I stand on that. So if you're having a hard time, if you're uncertain, if you're in doubt, reach out to Him. I promise you, if you stick with Him, can nothing get to you. Nothing of the enemy can get to you. No manipulation, no witchcrafts, no different spells, no attacks of the enemy. They will try, but it will never work because the God that's in me and the God that will be in you, when you trust Him and believe in Him, baby, it's like you keep winning after winning. And you watch your enemies on the sideline looking at you like, damn, why is this bitch still standing? Because I still am. Cheers to that. Mm. But you know what? I've also learned through this journey, some of the few things I do want to touch on is being able to strip yourself of your own ego, being able to strip up yourself of a lot of different things that you thought was feeding you positively or positively in your life, and realizing that those are just attachments, right? But being able to trust in God and letting those things go and starting to find your true self, oh my goodness, has been so beautiful. Just being able to find your true self and understanding that a lot of times people that are around you are just vampires. They're vampires, they're energy drainers, and all they want are access to you. And you tend to realize once you cut off that access, baby, you started pouring all of that energy back into you and not give a damn about what nobody think. Oh my goodness, it's the most freedom you will ever experience. You know, for so many years, I thought I knew what self love was, and I knew what self validation is until I realized, oh my goodness, I need to do more work. And I started stripping myself a lot of the things that I thought that I needed that were not really feeding my life, were not feeding who I am. And it was a hard process to go through, right? Because I'm a nurturer, I'm a lover. I love nurturing and caring and all of those things. But I also have to realize that you have to love and nurture yourself and your inner being and nothing else. And you have to allow people around you who are also going to nurture and love those inner being, that will add to it, right? Don't expect that people are going to make you happy. Don't expect that people are going to validate you. Don't expect that people are going to, they're going to create a safe space for you. Because I think sometimes when you're loving, in a loving, or you assume it's a loving space, you assume that that should naturally be given back because maybe of the relationships that you have. Whew, did I thought wrong. But with all of those things, it has been so beautiful just being able to get my energy back and pouring that into moi. Whew. Just being able to see my flaws and loving every bit and aspect of it without being apologetic. You know, I can walk with my head up high, which I've always done. No shame to that. But I can walk with my head up high and, see somebody hating and I laugh about it and keep on moving. Because, baby, guess what? That's you. That's you projecting, boo. It's not me. And I ain't trying to figure that it out. Okay. But God has been so good and He continued to be so great. So if you feel like you're in a position where that was one of the two things I prayed for, I think at the beginning of this year, was peace and clarity. And boy, when you pray for something, you better be ready to do the work. You better be ready to face the attacks. You better be ready to face the battles. Man. And when I pray for those things, I remember, I was sitting in the parking lot. I was in tears, boo boo, tears, crying, just me alone. And I didn't even know what I was crying about. I didn't even know. All I kept asking God for was like, I needed peace and I needed clarity. And boy, he gave me that. But I had to go through some several situations and steps to be able to obtain that peace and to be able to obtain that clarity. And I think in that space, it allowed me and God and I to even grow even stronger, for me to be able to learn how to depend on Him and not depending on humans because of love or relationships or any attachments or of idea that I had in those relationships. So He's been so amazing. I mean, I'm back in the kitchen, cooking my favorite meal, just celebrating my life and what He wants for me. Not worrying about others people's expectations of me, but really focusing on God's purpose for my life and making sure that I stand on that. So if you have doubts about your relationship with Him, I promise you, if you trust Him and if you commit to Him, He'll show you who you truly are in Him. All right, y'all. So this is a human narrative, right? I'm just talking random today. So yesterday I was chilling and having a good time. Got all cute, dressed up. Went to get me some boil because I wanted to eat some boil. Been working all week. Wanted to, spoil myself a little. Got me some crabs and potatoes and shrimp and some daiquiris. Oh my God, it was so good. And then I just came back to my spot and I just put on some music and I just blazed it up and I just danced to music. I was in my Tupac mood yesterday. I was in my Tupac mood, just having a good time, thugging it out. Then I switched to my African mood and some Afro beats, and I recorded some of those dance moves, just thugging it out. And then I ended up doing some Lucky Doobie, of course, because I'm a woman of many cultures, baby. I love learning about different places and different cultures because we're not supposed to just be stagnated in one place. Learn about the world. You're in it. Explore it. And you don't have to be always moving around to explore it. There's so many ways now we can be connected, right? Through the systems. So I was connected electronically yesterday and just having a blast connected. But I was also thinking about Cardi B's song, Outside, bitch. Outside. So guess what? I was outside yesterday. Been cuffed up too long. Let me remind you. Anyway, so I was outside yesterday. It was beautiful. I had a great time. Went by the mall. Got me some facial. Anyway, I learned about this facial. It's called Elemis when I was on a cruise. And I did like a free spa. Um, invitation kind of thing on the cruise. And I'm saying, when I said I did, I mean, I don't normally need any skincare product because soap and water is normally good for me, and the skin is always looking lovely, right? But I said, when I did the spa event, I really love how it felt on my skin. I was like, whoa. Now I don't do no skincare stuff, but I'm definitely gonna, find this product when I get back home and start using it. So yesterday I went to the mall, got me some Elements products, baby. And guess what? God was so good. God is so good. Everything I got was on sale yesterday. Something that I would normally pay about a whole bunch of money for, baby, it was on discount. It's funny, I went into Sephora, and I'm like, okay, let me go in there and find some product. I walked in, they were like, oh no, we don't have the product here. You can only get it at Galleria. I am not going to no damn Galleria where everybody be robbing and stealing people. No, ma'am. So I'm like, okay, let me check out Macy's. Macy's always come through for me. So I can swipe this card anyway. Walk into Macy's, and baby, there it is. And the sale personnel was so beautiful. Now, when I'm the type of person, when I'm out buying product and having, spending my money, I want good sales people. I don't want no one giving me attitude when I'm spending my money. Okay? So, and I like someone to be patient because I like to ask questions. And guess what? My questions are going to be answered. Okay? So, but anyway, the salesperson was so patient, and I was like, okay, yo, lady, I'm on a budget. Okay, so I need something that is still Elements, but it's at during this price. Okay, so she was so patient, and she showed me all the different products, the things that I wanted, of course, the cleanser. I needed the moisturizer. I needed the serum, and I needed something for my eyes. Well, she was like, why don't you get something for eyes too? I was like, well, I don't need a whole lot. My skin is already beautiful the way God created it. And, one of the things I saw in the serum was like brightening. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this gonna brighten my skin? Because I love this dark chocolate. Okay. I want nothing changing this. Some people be bleaching their skin to look lighter. No, baby. I love this. So she's like, no, she started bust that left. You're like, no, it's not gonna make your skin brighter. It's just gonna clear it out, make, even it tone and all this stuff. I was like, okay, cool. So I got some Elements, and now this is my second day using it. And baby, I love it because I have a very oily, natural skin in general. So sometimes when I wake up, even though my skin is always beautiful and flawless, I get a little oily. But when I used it last night, baby, when I said the skin is just settled in and feeling lovely and good, love it. So if you are looking for a good product, this is all natural. Check it out. I mean, check it out for yourself to see if it works for you. But, that's my story about my yesterday. um, so Macy's ended up coming through again for me. So I think I'll just stick there. But anyway, so today I'm just sitting here, relaxing, enjoying my meal, enjoying my wine. And I just wanted to celebrate life with you. If you are in a rocking spot or position, don't let it get to you. Live. You are here for a purpose. Do not allow any circumstances, anyone, any, situations, any bad news, even, something that you are protecting or you feel like it's not protecting you back. Learn how to gain your or take your energy back from those spaces. And don't be apologetic about it. I am the master of detachment. I will detach from you in a second if I know you are toxic. Okay? And I don't give a damn who you are. Because I am not about to keep allow my neck just for you to keep sucking my blood. And you ain't pouring in this space, okay? So, and I say this with love. And you know what? When you're going through healing and change, Also learn how to forgive, right? Because that's important. You can't stand with God and talk about God and create boundaries and all of these things and not also forgive. That's part of the healing process. Is being able to forgive yourself for things that maybe you allowed and you knew that you shouldn't have allowed, and but being able to forgive those who hurt you too. But forgiveness doesn't mean that you get to leave that door open where you keep getting abused. Okay, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, in all aspect, or physically, right? Not only the physical thing, because we want box. Put your arm in, we're going to box. We will box. And to the from the top all the way. Okay, so all of those things, people might try psychological, but I know how to peep those traits in game. Next time I'm gonna try to talk about narcissism, because I have experienced so many narcissistic personalities around me, and sometimes this can be blood, and sometimes this can be non-blood, non-related. you know and like I said, don't be apologetic. People want you to sometimes, watch how you talk, what you say, what you do. No, be who you are and love that space. You're not you're not a robot to be controlled when people are choosing to live their life the way they want to live and telling you how to live yours. Baby, no. But like I was saying, you do want to forgive yourself in the healing process. You do want to forgive those individuals that have hurt you, because a lot of times, even though yes, you have let go and release, it is also important to know that what they were going through, or the projects, all of the things that they try to dump at you, it was what they were feeling inside, and their decision not to heal or work in those different areas. And it can be in any relationship. It can be romantic, it can be in platonic, it can be in family, in so many different aspects, right? So, but yeah, forgiveness is important, because if you can, say I'm healing, but you're still holding on to those grudges, baby, you blocking yourself, you blocking your blessings, you blocking your word with God, for you to really hear what God has to say to you and for you. And baby, I am not letting nothing else block nothing. Okay, as long as I'm with God, I'm good. Okay, and I know He's gonna send me and whoever else the right people. So I'm not in a hurry to do that either. So yes. I'm in the background listening to my song. You got it, girl. Ah 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 ah. You got it, girl. You got it. Oh, don't let nobody take it from you. You got it. When true love, romantically, authentically, I mean, platonically comes, you will know, you will feel it. I'm a soul type of person vibe. I can feel somebody's spirit and soul before you even touch the spot, because that's how I groove. That's how I am. So don't come around me with your fake shit, because I will know. I will know that shit is fake, and I'm gonna smile in your face like it ain't, and then you ain't gonna see me no more. But anyway, it's been such a beautiful day. Got up this morning, went to the gym, worked out, which has been so amazing. I've been doing lately. Put in some hard work and some weightlifting. Because after that daiquiri and that food yesterday, I was like, okay, I need to get my butt up this bed and go get some workout in. Got some workout in. I'm like, let me cook something. And I ended up making myself some good meal. Got my pork chop, some good food. Mm. I told God, I said, I'm about to shove this food down my tummy because I'm hungry. Not hungry. I'm hungry. But anyway, mm, cheers. So, find your inner peace, discover who you are, and love that space. Your flaws and all. not just your perfections or your strengths. Learn to love your flaws too, because that's important. That's really important. But anyway, so today I chose not to do my makeup. I was like, I did all that workout, cook, take a good shower, did my facial. I don't feel like putting no makeup. I'm about to sit on this couch and do some podcasting for y'all. So check this one out. And it's just my random chatter that I will be doing once in a while, just to, because that's how life should be. It shouldn't always be, bam, 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 bam. Sometimes just chill and chat it out, right? So we got so many things going on in our country, like I mentioned, and overseas as well, politically. Whew. But make sure you take care of each other, because we already have systems that are creating fear in our people, in our communities, and we shouldn't be adding that fear to that space. We should be caring and loving one another. Okay, so got my yuca. I boiled it, cut it up, seasoned it, and fried it as a snack. So form a snack. You can use it as a form of snack, or you can put some gravy on top of it and turn it into a meal. But I love me some yuca. I'm surprised I didn't do no plantain. That's weird. But next time we'll see. But anyway, so I will get the LMS product, but you can Google it and see what it looks like. There are different type of brand. Of course, there's more expensive high end, and then there's also ones that are reasonable. Got you. Ooh, got Mary in the background. God, that's one. No need no haters. Let's get it percolating. Ah! Come on, baby. Let's. Ooh. During days in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. You know I got a groove. Leave your situation at the door and come to the human narratives, baby. And let's be real. Because that's the only way we can be in this spot. I don't do no fake shit. I be real, okay? So, and if you ain't, then this ain't for you. And that's cool too. But tune in if you are. Leave your comment. What's on your mind? Drop it. I didn't say don't handle your business, but don't let it consume you. Sometimes that's what the enemy wants. Once they take over this, it's over. So you have to protect this. You have to, your mental. Mm, so good. But anyway, I hope you have a beautiful week that's coming up. We have July 4th. I hope you have time to celebrate it and enjoy that moment, and not allow a lot of the fear that has been instilled in us right now to take that joy and celebration away. Because that's important, right? I'm on my couch just bawling. Got my little blanket that's focusing on Black Queen. I can be all that. I can be a queen, the baddie. Sometimes people like, you be your bed. I'm like, okay, cool. That too. Because guess what? You got to be what you need to be in the moment you need to be it. But love all of you, true and authentic people out there. Don't be apologetic about being who you are. Because guess what? If people love you, they're gonna love you anyway. If people hate you, guess what? They're gonna hate you anyway. So stop trying to figure this shit out. Just be you and enjoy that space, okay? So I hope you enjoy the week. Have a wonderful week, because I know I'm gonna enjoy mine. I am going to enjoy mine by grace of God always. Mm. But much love and respect. always here at the Human Narrative. Make your comments. Send me some ideas if you want me to touch on it. But I got some few things coming up. Always much love and respect. I'm about to indulge and finish my food and finish my wine and probably keep dancing on to the night. Mm. I might take Cardi B's advice and go outside. Outside. I've been cuffed up too long. Let me remind. All right, y'all. Always a blessing and much love. Your girl, the one and only. This is Dorinda. Let's eat.